Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Fatima. Karan this side. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing great, doing great. All right, so thank you so much, first of all, for joining us. It's really a pleasure for us to have you on board and do this session with you. Hello, everyone. My name is Karan Chechi, working with ChemAnalyst, your preferred choice of platform for commodity news. Today, we have a very special guest with us, Ms. Fatima Altawiel, having a master's in project management and managing supply chain. She has an extensive experience in managing logistics, supply chain, and freight forwarding, including import and export operations, with analytical skills in strategic planning, distribution, and operations best practices, with more than 10 years of experience. Currently, she is working as C Operations Manager and Supply Chain and Logistics Experts based out of Saudi Arabia. So, Fatima, thank you so much for joining us today and agreeing to share your experience and knowledge with our subscribers. With global supply chains still recovering from disruptions like the pandemic and geopolitical tensions, how would you describe the current state of logistics? What are the primary bottlenecks or disruptions that companies are facing right now?
The current state of logistics is still being shaped by ongoing challenges arising from pandemic, as you said, and the geopolitical tensions and border economic factors as well. But these disruptions have been, a significant. There was a significant bottlenecks like a global shipping delays, container shortage due to the high demand in the shipping of the cargo. However, there is a huge development in the logistics sector in which companies are eager to maintain efficient supply chain solutions. However, there is also solutions in terms of the technology use of tools like AI, Internet of Things, and the digital twin technologies, which also, create a kind of innovation opportunities that are likely to strengthen the logistics sector in the longer term.
The logistics sector has been impacted by the rising fuel prices and inflation in the past year. How have these factors affected the operational cost for companies, and what steps are being taken to mitigate the impact?
And globally are embracing fuel surcharges or dynamic pricing models. Also, that help to develop route optimization, consolidating shipments, and improving load efficiency. The Saudi Ports Authority, along with Maersk Line, launched the Integrated Logistics Zone in the Middle East, exactly in Jeddah Islamic Port, 225,000 square meter, which offer a range of logistics solutions that connect and facilitate the movement of supply chain to handle around 200,000 uh, a kind of TUs. Over the long term, these measures can help logistics companies to remain competitive and resilient in a challenging economic environment.
Absolutely. Those are big numbers that you're giving us. Talking about the freight charges from Saudi Arabia to various countries saw a significant increase over the past year. Can you give us an update on the current scenario of freight charges from Saudi Arabia? And have they stabilized or are they still facing upward pressure?
Okay, with the increase in demand and number of containers globally past year, there was a vessel shortage, as we can see, as well as port congestion, which caused delays in the routes of the shipping, in which these disruptions, have resulted in longer transit time, higher shipping fees as well, and added storage and demurrage costs. Companies overall are responding by adjusting their strategies, renegotiating contracts, adopting premium shipping services, and sometimes passing on these increased costs to customers. The overall impact is more expensive and less predictable, let's say, which continues to affect global commerce and inflation.
So do you think that, passing on these charges to the customer have had any kind of impact on the demand?
Yes, indeed, but at the end of the day, internally we are doing a kind of cost reduction. As I said, there are technologies in which there are robotic solutions that could be utilized in the warehouses, also uh, electric vehicles with, that could, reduce the use of the fuel as well as the labor, and that will help to reduce the cost itself.
And during the time of Red Sea crisis, many shipping companies diverted their routes to Cape of Good Hope. What were the challenges associated with taking the longer route from the Cape of Good Hope, both for shipping companies and the global supply chains?
While diverting shipping routes around the Cape of Good Hope provided a temporary solution to the disruption caused by the Red Sea crisis, it created significant challenges for both shipping companies and the broader global supply chain. These challenges included increased transit time, as we all know, higher fuel rates, and operational costs. Additionally, businesses faced higher freight rates and risks of delays. There was, on the other hand, there is another solution was there, which is the Swiss Canal. So Swiss Canal was a good and smart option to be, utilized instead of the uh, Cape of Good Hope.
So as of now, are shipping companies still using Cape of Good Hope route, or have they returned to the Red Sea passage?
Well, shipping companies have largely returned to use the Suez Canal for most of the routes because it is faster and it's remained the most efficient and cost-effective option for trade between Asia, Europe, and Middle East. However, Cape of Good Hope is still occasionally used in cases of security concerns, geopolitical instability, or optional, choice. With the Suez Canal, it's more like, cost effective and faster in terms of a transit days.
Can you tell us if the insurance premiums have since come down, or are they still on the higher side due to lingering concerns in the global shipping?
Since uh, the red crisis happened, for sure. I mean, the insurance premium increased as global trade routes have stabilized and vessels have largely returned to the Suez Canal. Insurance premium have come down from extreme levels seen during the crisis. Insurance also started to offer lower premiums for shipments passing through Red Sea, as the risks are now, considered to be more manageable, let's say.
And looking ahead to the next 3 to 6 months, which trends do you foresee driving the logistics sector? Do you anticipate any major disruptions or changes in demand, especially after Trump taking over his presidency? How should companies prepare for that?
So nowadays there is a concentration on creating and initiating hubs within Saudi Arabia, and these hubs is going to work on the facilitation of the linkage and the transportation, either export outside or import from those countries.
Understood. Great, great. Thank you so much once again for taking out
Thank
time to
you.
speak with us. This has been an incredible session, and
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that you had me within this interview. I was so glad to have this opportunity.
I hope our viewers will enjoy listening to you. Thank you so much, Fatima.